Now, significantly better than his fellow Indy 500 winner and former world champ Jacques Villeneuve, number 27. This is just a case of three wide not working out, gentlemen. I expect you've got another view of that, maybe.
Yeah, there was.
Yeah, he kind of.
Man, it's just.
It's tough. It's hard to say, what his spotter told him or not, but he definitely came up into the nine. The nine.
Kasey also bounced off the ball a little bit.
Bounced off the ball a little bit.
This is 2 laps later. I think it was 2 laps later. Kahne just absolutely clobbers the wall. Jeremy, you had a good view of that.
Yeah, I did. I was right behind Kasey, and it didn't look good. I know that. And he, like you said, he thought he was going to catch it, and then just hooked right on it.
Kasey wasn't having a typical Kasey day. He had his hands full.
Yeah, and afterward, I was interested in what he was going to say, and he basically said, "Man, I hit everything else out there. It was time to put this thing out of its misery."
I think it was just frustration.
Yeah. Everybody else on their show's had a chance this year to try to explain it. You're a graduate of that team, and given the way you left that team, the circumstances, maybe you're not entirely objective, but how does a team go from best in the league in terms of wins, 6 victories, to the year they've had this year? What explains that?
I mean, I don't really understand it myself either. I know how, Ray had all the systems in place and everything they had going on up there, and like you said, they were winning races last year and running up front, but I mean, the only team that was running good at the time has been the 9 car. I mean, that's the only one that was running good last year, and then this year I just think all of them just, for some reason, for whatever reason, they're just not running good, and can't really explain it.
We get that question all the time from everybody. It's like, what do you need to go faster? And I'm like,
If we
knew what to do, we would have done it.
And we will see that affects not only teams struggling in the back, but also teams contending for the championship before this series of highlights is out. But right now we'll move on to another reminder of the chances that a title contender takes when he gets himself really need to try to find out what Schrader was doing running down pit road. Kenny, were you coaching Patrick Carpentier at Phoenix? If so, what are the key things an experienced driver like Patrick needs to know to make the transition to NASCAR? Question from missed the name. Here you go.
Well,
on the run. What's up?
I was wanting to get down there and congratulate him because he did an awesome job qualifying, and I was pretty pumped up to be part of that. They asked me to go out there a couple weeks ago, and I've always liked Phoenix, and it was a challenge. He's used to the light cars with all the downforce, 1,400 pounds cars, 6,000 pounds downforce. Our stuff's a little different, and he knows what to do. He's just got to adjust to the car. Got an hour and a half practice. That's not much learning time. Just try to accelerate that as much as possible.
So it's basically dealing with the difference in power to weight. That's the adjustment. I mean, the power to weight and downforce.
Yes, and that downforce is what, if we made enough downforce, the weight wouldn't be a problem, but we don't make that much downforce. And
I'm sure the 3 wide and 43 deep.
Yeah,
a little bit new as well.
he got out of the car yesterday, and he was like, "What planet have I landed on?" Because the world was a little different. But we were very proud of him. He did a good job.
Let's go on to